It's time to step into the light and see past the darkness trapped in your mind. Step into the light and let's have a conversation. Get out of your feeling, this is not confrontation. Take on the hard topics and we'll break indoctrination. Challenge the narratives and follow your inclinations. Uncover what's hidden, go into the forbidden. No one will become the difference that breaks cognitive dissonance. So walk down the twists and turns. First you must unlearn what you have learned. Step into the light, see with your true sight. Step into the sun, mental shackles undone. If you wish to truly see, it takes spirituality. So step into the light, see with your foresight. Sometimes the only way you can see the truth is to close your eyes. That way you can look past the lies that you have been taught your whole life. History is hidden in a place uncomfortable, and that place is called the truth.
Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Step Into the Light with your girl, Light Brown. Tonight, we were supposed to have um, Brother Jose and Brother Easy Bands come up and do their face off. I just wanted to come in and say hey to everybody and say we're going to reschedule this as soon as possible. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm trying to give the brothers a few minutes to show up. If not, then we'll just cancel. And then next week, I will have um, next week. Oh, Naga's coming next week with a presentation, and I hope everybody enjoys it. It's something different. It's something other than what they usually talk about, and I'm really excited to see what they will be bringing. The August, I have a full lineup. You people are going to be ecstatic about some of the things that I'm bringing to the. Hold on a second, everybody. Just give me 1 second. Okay. And guess what, everybody? That was Brother Jose. So he's going to be joining us really quick. But yeah, I have a whole lineup. Month of August. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys great content. And again, I know I'm still a little nervous, even though it doesn't appear to that I'm nervous, but I am. But I'm here and I'm learning, and I can't wait to step out into that debate scene. So we're gonna give Brother Jose a few minutes, and yeah, hopefully Brother Easy Bands comes, and then we can get this show rocking. If not, we can always reschedule. It's not a problem. But I also I would like to have an open panel at some point just to get some ideas from the audience and some of the things you'd like to
Good
see
night.
me
Are you hearing
talk
me?
about. Yes, Uncle Jose,
My bad.
where have you been?
We didn't coordinate time properly. My bad. Sorry about that.
No, you didn't coordinate time properly.
Absolutely correct. Where's Easy
You
Bands?
forgot his. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he didn't get the time coordinated properly either.
Oh, I see Timotheus in the back. Let me bring up Timotheus.
No, 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 no. He's
You won't
controlling
bring
this
up
thing.
Timotheus?
No,
Well, I don't know. I'm
no.
here. I'm late. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. been 15-minute days, but I am here. I didn't run. I didn't hide. So
So okay, well, until let's see, we give Easy Bands a few minutes to. If not, then we'll just reschedule for another time. But I'm interested in what you guys are planning on debating about. What would be the topic?
okay, the debate that I put out was basically, was there enough text to recreate the African spiritual practice? That was his beef with Brother Tabari. And I'm simply saying, if you know and understand what's going on, the text, well, reconstructed, the texts have already been reconstructed. Because they've taken other texts that they found to reconstruct texts that they already have where things were missing. So it's already been done just for basic academic understanding. They've they've reconstructed text. Then you have to take into consideration we don't know how many texts there are. But what we know is if you find a quote unquote funerary text, you're not going to say anything different from the other texts that you've already found because all of them are consistent. If you find a Pret and Heru, it's going to say the same thing. Basically, as all the other ones. So you wouldn't expect to find any deviation. And text like the Papyrus of Ani was a well-preserved text until Pierre Wallace Dodge cut it up. People went to cardboard and destroyed it. Then you have to take into consideration wear and tear and deliberate destruction because we understand that Akhenaten would have been one who would have deliberately chiseled out images of certain things based on him wanting to bring Aten to the forefront. Then you just have
Well,
a straight
I got a little
hated
pushback with
Christian.
that.
A straight hated Christian who just decided they wanted to destroy things that people who just have no respect and break things up and take them on. So you have all of that to take
You
into
said what? I
consideration.
didn't hear you.
They
Could you
have
hear
straight
me,
up.
Jose?
Yeah, I can hear you. They also have people who would just probably destroy the artifact when they visit and take pieces of it home. So all of that plays into the destruction of the artifact. And then they have people who are defacing them to make them look different, to change the colors and different things like that. So
Well, you know
you
how I
can't
feel
just say
about this topic.
blankly say there's not enough text. How do you know there's not? How do you know when they have thousands upon thousands of texts that you could read, thousands of probably thousands of untranslated texts that they're still
Jose, you
translating
have
to
a
certain
fan or
things?
something going in your background?
I do, and I need to go and get my mic. So give me 2 seconds. I would move the fan and I will get my mic because apparently I'm too low. So give me 1 second. Let me go get my mic.
Okay. Thank you, brother Nathaniel. I listen. Timotheus did me some justice with that song. I think it absolutely describes my mindset to a T. Most people I'm called pseudo because I just look at things differently. I'm always open minded. I'm what they call a contrarian because it's just like I don't know if it's true or not. I wasn't there. It's always that. Everything it's a possibility that two, three, four things could be true at the same time. I'm not about to dismiss some of these things, especially when you see it repeats through cultures. I'm not going to dismiss it. I can't. My mind won't let me do it.
Are you hearing me better now, sis? You hear me better?
Brother Nathaniel, if you want, yes, I hear you better, but I can still hear your fan in the background.
Of course, man. The fan is just sorry. It's hot as all get out in here. I'm in Trinidad, so sorry. You're gonna have to deal with me on that one. Sorry about that. So what's going on, Easy Bands?
I don't know.
This ain't looking
I
good,
don't
man. I'm
know. It may
feeling
be a,
insane.
it may,
I'm feeling
it be
insane.
a, it may be a time thing, like it was for you.
So can we? Would you just open up the line for a few minutes so the show wouldn't be erased?
Yeah,
I
we
want to
can
make the
do
show
that.
very fun.
Yeah, we can do that just for a few minutes, and then we'll just get together and coordinate and
Sorry about that background. I'm cleaning the
reschedule the
house.
show.
'Cause
Um,
I know this is your show, and I don't want to ruin it.
it said the fan is talking on the show.
I know. I'm sorry. Timothy, it's hot here, so please forgive me. And I
Okay,
think I'm gonna.
and I want to announce to you guys. Hold on, Jose. I want to announce to you guys that we are going to be having a beat battle and also a spit off battle, and it will be a dual stream. It will be between Paradigm Shift and the Average Black Man, and I will be hosting. Your girl will be there. Um, this is the third annual beat off, so we have producers who come in and they make beats based on different criterias. This time it's over beatboxing had to be incorporated in the beats. We have, I want to say, four producers or five that have entered the contest, and yeah, we're gonna look out for that. And like I said, it will be a dual stream event between Paradigm Shift and the Average Black Man. Uh, okay, Jose, let's go.
Sorry, you want me to drop the link?
Yeah, you can go ahead and talk to them.
Yeah, all right. We're dropping the link. Yeah, because we want to hear from the people. And knowing me, I'm probably gonna end up chatting somebody else too today, which I need to stop doing. 'Cause I'm doing way too much. So the link is in the chat, people. If you want to come in, hit the link and we collect you. So what do you think about what I just said, like that? I'm sure you probably said something, but I didn't. I was hearing.
Well, my pushback is I feel like because most of Kemet is not uncovered, that there are things that are missing. If they uncover the rest of it, I'm sure they will find certain things, and then to me at that point is when the actual practice of the spirituality could be complete. That's just my thoughts on it.
Well, I mean, it's clear that they're discovering things every day. But I think if you could recreate text of other texts, then that definitely shows that there's enough to read the daily life, the spiritual life, and get a good snapshot of what they would have understood as far as their culture is concerned. There may be one or two words that we don't necessarily understand. I don't have a problem with that. But I think we pretty much have a majority understanding of what we would look at if we are proficient in looking at it. Because they have spiritual texts, they have autobiography texts, they have wisdom texts, they have what they call quote unquote fairy tale texts, fictional texts. They have all of these texts, and they can show examples of it. They have medical texts, they have all kind of texts, like everyday texts. They have, thousands upon thousands of texts. So how can you now say you can't recreate somebody's thought that is just making it up? No, you cannot say that. And you definitely can't say that you're Christian because because they reconstructed the whole language. And they're finding text that they're trying to reconstruct the
Yeah,
spiritual
you
language.
really sound low.
So, say it again?
I said you sound
Say it
low.
again, right?
If the fan is, I said you sound low. The fan is louder than you.
You not hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you better.
Yeah, I was talking. Yeah, I was talking. I was trying to be sexy, but it seems like that's not working. I need to talk loud. Trying to hit my sexy voice, but that doesn't work all the time. So it looks like
What?
nobody's coming
Yeah,
in live right now.
sexy voice.
All right, so I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know what you want to do right now. But nobody's coming in.
Well, we'll get together and
So
coordinate. We'll coordinate and I think,
I
yeah,
do.
we'll get together. We'll call
I
and
do
reschedule
apologize
the
for my lateness, right? I do
huh?
apologize for my lateness, but definitely I apologize.
I can't hear you.
Okay? I said I apologize for my lateness. Give me one
It's
second. I'm getting
okay.
a
It's
phone call. So
okay.
give me 1 second.
So again, guys, be on the lookout next week. I will have Naga here for their presentation. I'm very interested in seeing what they put together. I heard it was absolutely amazing. Also, don't forget, once again, we will be having a crossover event between Paradigm Shift and the Average Black Man Show. It is the third annual Beat Off, and look out for the spit off as well. That will be coming next. And again, thank you guys for coming out. I'm sorry
Yeah,
that the
listen to
show
me.
did
Listen
not
to me.
happen.
Listen to me. Like DMG just
But
called me there. He said he's gonna try and get in contact with him. He said give him 5 minutes. He's gonna try and call him back. Give him 5 minutes. Is that cool?
that's fine. You know what I
But
was
but but,
saying?
but
Because you guys are
let me
doing so well with this.
yes. Let me pose this
What's
question
it?
to you, right? Would you honestly think that you could compare those structures that the pyramids in ancient Kemet, the pyramids in Central?
I can't hear you, Jose. I'm telling you, the
Do you think
the
that you
fan
could?
is
Do you
louder
think?
than
Hold on. Let me turn it off. Oh my goodness. Is that better? Is that better,
no.
Lane? That's better?
No, there's something in the background.
I don't know. I don't know. But my question was, do you think you could compare the pyramids in Central and South America to the pyramids in Kemet and cause the construction? The construction
Well,
of the
if you actually look at the pyramids, if you actually look at the pyramids, I know what the consensus says. I know what they say, but if you absolutely look at the pyramids, you can see which ones are older because it's just some are more primitive than the ones in South America. Seems like that's when they started. It started there, and then by the time it got over there, it was perfected. I just
So you
think
think
that
it started? So you think it started in America?
these places are older than what science is telling us. Huh?
I'll say this: there's still a lot of
I think these places
excellent.
are I think all of these I think all of these things are older than what modern academia tells us.
That might be a point. I could get to that. But I don't think anything in Mesoamerica is older. I wouldn't be on that side of things. I think if we're making a statement, we're going to say where it came from. We could stretch it and say it came from Africa, and it was brought in. I can't see it going the other way. That's that profound prophecy. There's a lot of missing information when you do Mesoamerica. A lot of things that we just don't know. We can't, so they're just, I don't know what people do. And I think when they're comparing all these
Yes, I'm back.
measurements,
So now what was you saying?
apparently my audio is just off. I don't know what's going on with my audio. I turn off the fan,
So
it's still
yeah,
picking
Jose,
up.
I just think that I think that we haven't been told the truth about a lot of things, and that's what makes me use my critical thinking skills when I start to examine these things and look at these things.
Agreed,
And it
definitely.
just seems like, yeah,
But they just don't know a lot of things either.
I
Mesoamerican
totally,
people,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I, I totally go against the. modern academia. I'm sorry. I totally go against it
Yeah,
because a
because
lot of the things that I've come across just doesn't make sense.
yeah, but they tell you that they don't know a lot about Mesoamerica. There's a lot of missing parts of the culture. A lot of ancestors of the Mayan people are missing. They don't have enough information to make a proper determination of who they are of their own. They don't know. So they don't have enough
Yeah,
empirical
I don't know
knowledge
if
to.
you paid attention. I don't know if you paid attention, Jose, but I sent a picture into the chat. Um, yeah, Jose, brother Nathaniel said your audio is terrible. I sent a picture in the chat. I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before, and there was pottery, right? It was pottery from Mexico, and then it was pottery from China, and they look very similar. But again, they'll say that these people never had any contact with each other, and so it just doesn't make sense to me. I question that. I question it. So
What I think we
I
could
wish I
utilize
could
to make
pull it
this
up.
to
Um,
make this interesting is that we could probably do a show and have this discussion. We could bring up different artifacts and see how far we get in our thinking of it.
so this is what it said, right? Across history, different civilizations independently created similar human-shaped containers with practical elements like spouts and handles. When objects serve the same purpose, similar designs can emerge even without direct contact between cultures. There is no widely accepted archaeological evidence that ancient China and pre-Columbia, that they had any type of contact with each other. But my thing is this: just because they weren't able to find it, doesn't mean that the ancients did not encounter each other. And I think critical thinking is key because if you look at these sculptures, I'm gonna send it. Can I send it to you, Jose, and then you post it? Jose, or I could send it to.
Yes, yes. But I think you have a point. Because I sometimes go against the consensus and people get mad with you doing that because they think because it's a consensus that makes it right. That just makes it an agreed upon understanding among scholars that they think this might have happened. You hear me? You can
Hmm.
hear me?
I didn't really. I didn't. Hold on. Cause I'm trying.
But
Okay. I'm gonna send this to.
the man
I'm
ain't
gonna
sure because I
send.
don't know what to do right now. Man. I don't know what. I know what you want to do. But I'm not seeing it coming.
I know, but Jose, your audio, like I know you hot, so you better go get a good big glass of ice water. But
The fan is turned off.
that.
The fan is turned off.
Well, there's something going on with your
Am I
mic
still
then,
getting the
so
fan running?
it must cause it.
Yeah.
Is it
My
raining
mic, my
outside?
computer. My mic, my computer. All kind of things. That's a whistle, right?
So look at this. Look at this, Jose. Do you see it?
Yes.
So somebody in Mexico and then somebody in China just all came up with the same thing. Like they just came up with the same type of design.
Oh, Steve, the link
So
is
I
in the
think
chat.
that
When you got the link for Steve, I would say those two look very much alike. I would agree with you. When I say my audio is trash, yeah?
right. So what I feel is like, why do they constantly try to convince us that these cultures never cross paths?
Because they don't know.
But there's a book, right, that I read, and a lot of people in the conscious community like
Folks
to call
inside.
this, they like to call this brother pseudo. His name is Horace Butler. He wrote a book called When the Rocks Cry Out. And in this book, he talks about how America was like a vacation spot, right? Where all of these cultures around the world would come to the Americas and like basically vacation. And then when you look at the cocaine mummies and stuff like that, where they found the cocaine in the mummies, but then they tried to go back and say, oh well, no, they probably was handling cocaine, and uh, and that's how it got, in the mummies. Come on, let's be for real here. So that just goes to show that they, because this was during the time of Hatshepsut, if I'm not mistaken, that those mummies came from. So they came over to it just tells me that they were over here in America indulging in certain things. Maybe they were doing it for ritual practice, or maybe they just was indulging, because we know cocaine isn't a South American thing. So it's like, how do you explain that? And the easiest way for them to explain it was to say, oh, well, the people that was handling the mummies must have had it on their hands, or whatever the case may be. And at that point, it's just like, oh, God, now you want to play in my face again.
Now,
So,
there was a debate with a brother named Ali Muhammad. He brought that up, and they were scoffing at that idea. That that is not something that's legit. I've
I
never
mean,
heard of it before.
it's not
Don't say
widely
it's not legit.
accepted in mainstream academia, but when you start to use your own critical thinking skills, it just makes sense. Hey, Steve, how are you? Thanks for coming up. It
Hi,
just
sis.
makes
Hi, Jose. Hi, everyone. Peace to the panel. What's going on?
nothing much. It was a timing thing. We were supposed to have the face off tonight between Jose and Easy Bands, and I don't know where Easy Bands is. Jose was late. So we're just having a little conversation, just, not really anything deep. I was just saying how mainstream academia tells us that, or whatever category you want to say, science, whatever, tells us that a lot of these cultures never had contact with each other. But then when you start to look at certain artifacts and certain things, how they're so similar, that gives me in my mind, it tells me something different. How about you? What do you think about that?
Um, what I can say is, so I mean, certain things in this community and in general, we're going to say that it's pseudo,
Right.
um, because we're not all having the same experience. And when you're talking about empirical science, you're talking about the science of the five senses, and then also using instrumentation to detect it. So
Right.
it's quantifiable and quantifiable. And it's empirical of the five senses because, well, also most of us, or if not all of us, can detect it using our five senses and instrumentation. But when you start talking about the things of the spirit or spiritual things, we're not all having the same experience. So, for example, when you put up those pieces of art from China and Mexico,
Mhm.
it if we don't have empirical evidence, we don't have physical evidence that the Mexicans came in contact with the Chinese or the Chinese came in contact with the Mexicans. Um, it may be that it's some sort of spiritual encounter, that some sort of experience. They went into trance while were ritualizing, and they went into trance, and then they had some kind of experience or some sort of encounter, and then when they came out of trance, that's what they saw, and then that's what they depicted. But other than that, I don't know if you ever like these people who put the rings around their neck to make
Mhm.
their neck stretching. Well,
Yeah. I'm not talking about.
that's a tradition in I think it's Mesoamerica, but there are also African people who do that. So
Right.
again, the question. did those two cultures come in contact with each other? And did they necessarily need to come in spiritual contact with each other? I'm sorry, in physical contact with each other. So they may
Yeah,
have
but
come in physical contact with each other,
there's a
but then there's
Jose,
another,
you have to
but
fix
there's
your mic, brother.
huh?
I'm telling Jose he has to, whatever's going on with his microphone, he has to fix it. Because it's
Yeah,
really, it sounds like I said, it sounds like a fan in the
I can't
background.
do nothing. I can't do nothing about that. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's technical or my computer going to trash. I'm
But
telling
that's an
you.
right.
interesting perspective, Steve. I can agree with you. It could have been very well a spiritual thing where, or, or these people actually were in contact with each other at some point.
That
And
that is
some
that's
people
true.
may have migrated out or migrated in. We don't really know because again, they only could go by what they find, and if they don't find it, then it couldn't have happened. And I don't agree with that at all.
Well, if well, yeah, and even when you talk about the ancient humans or the older forms of humans that they've actually found fossilized remains of in certain areas of the world, right, outside of Africa, so to speak. Well, then, how did they get there? And if they were unintelligent, well, then how did they get to certain parts of the world? So they will accept the fossilized remains of um, like archaic humans that are now extinct in parts of the world where I'm not saying that they shouldn't be there, but how did they get there? And then some folks say, okay, that then this is proof. It conflicts with the so-called out of Africa theory, but some folks will accept that. But saying that ancient people were in contact with each other, they're less what because of the narrative, Sister Light, because of, okay, as I said before, um, people who work in universities, college professors, and if you're part of academia, is because you're there you want to get paid,
Right,
right? They're there for a livelihood. And particularly if you're a researcher and on certain levels, the PhD level, you're a researcher, you're also looking for funding. And there's certain type of research that you want
Now,
to do. Yeah, that's much better, Jose. There's certain type of research that you want to do in order to continue getting funded. You don't want to be blackballed. You don't want to be blacklisted. You don't want to be labeled as fringe. People back here, they try to label other people as fringe and pseudo, but really, what is that going to do? Is not doing anything because that's not our livelihood, right? But in
right,
academia, that is their livelihood. So what do? They just toe that line. Also, what some teachers and some professors do, they just teach what they've been taught. They don't
right.
try to introduce anything different. They just regurgitate and teach what they have been taught.
that's
So
true.
yeah, a lot of that is going on as well. And but
And,
definitely
and
when you get
particularly in Egyptology, they have this cabal where they have been keeping us out for a long time. We're now reaching in the last 4 years actually getting these degrees and being able to be qualified to actually be Egyptologists now. Because they have their cabals and they don't want us in there.
yeah, but
Because they want to tell
before
you what they want to tell you.
they would not have been using the word Kemet if it wasn't for us. We wouldn't know anything about Kemet. We would still be saying Egypt. We would still be
That's true.
saying
Right.
Osiris and Isis. That's what we would be calling them, and we're still calling these Roman deities and these Roman so-called gods, Osiris and even back here when I say Osiris was a Greek, it's like what? Osiris is a Greek. Isis is a Greek. Like what? So a lot of us back here, we don't know either. We don't know the history, and I mean,
But can I say this, Steve, to your
yeah,
point about, you go into school, you do all of this work, and you don't
Right.
want to be labeled fringe or pseudo or whatever, right? But then there's those people that risk it all,
And what happens to
right?
them?
And those are right, but they risk it all. They risk it all knowing that these things can happen to them.
You know, it does
And
happen
they
to them.
stand, and it does happen to them, and they
That's right.
stand on it.
Yeah.
And so, me personally, I feel like those are the people who are willing to go out on a limb, risk everything that they've tried to accomplish for their life to bring people the truth. And those are the people that most people dismiss.
Right. But also, like, for example, if you want to say Ivan Van Sertima. I didn't read his book, but I did see videos of him lecturing where he's talking about his book. And, some of what he said is anecdotals. So is are anecdotals a form of historical evidence? Uh, yes, it is. So some of us can very well be successful, um, walking that fine line and being labeled as fringe and or pseudo. But then others of us, we're comfortable. We just want to, you know, support the status quo and collect the checks,
See,
and that's fine.
but you see, herein lies the problem, right? With all these wonderful intellectuals in the community, right? Why should I have to read 150,000-year-old translation of a text if everybody thinks that they know it and everybody wants to run around beating their chest, but none of these individuals are taking the time or have the time, to be fair, to do these things. And then when you have people like Brother Jabari, who is actually intellectual, we don't support him. We got beef because we don't like the man's personal spiritual practice. But the man has gone to Kemet several times. The man has written a book. The man does tours. He did a tour recently for Juneteenth. He went to a conference where he did a tour. And Queen Afua and a very prominent historian were on his tour. So why don't we support that kind of intellectual prowess in our community and those people who genuinely want to give something to the community? Why are we not financially supporting them? Why are we not telling them, go
There
ahead,
are,
write a book?
but
Why are these shrines
there
not
are
writing
people
and rewriting these texts?
there
My
are
question.
people who support Jabari, but you can't expect everybody to support Jabari. That's just like in the academic or the scientific community. People don't support everybody all the time. So just because you feel like Brother Jabari does no wrong, or everything he says has to be right because he's
No,
went
no,
to.
no. That the sister. I didn't say that.
I didn't say that you said that. I didn't say that you said that,
Oh, sorry. So,
Jose. Saying this.
just clarify.
You just There are a lot of people who support Jabari. They've been supporting Jabari for a very long time. So
Sister Light,
let's not say that, huh?
Sister Light is in Harlem, so and Jabari is also in Harlem, so she may be more
And
familiar about
listen, I've been seeing Sonetta out here
right,
way before he was even there was a YouTube going on, right? Or when it was first happening, when they were doing videos right there in front of Mark 125. So
right.
people do support Jabari, but you cannot think. See, so what happens is when we start to study these things, some people study until the information proves itself wrong, and then some people study to prove the information wrong. You get what I'm saying, Jose? So sometimes what I see in a study that I've done, you may not, and then there's a lot of, and to me, I'm sorry, there's a lot of indoctrination going on as well. There are people who are
But here's the,
actually living.
but you see, like, I would respect you more because you're making an honest argument whether I agree with you or not. You're not just saying those things to be contrary, and other people just don't like the brother, and they're just arguing to argue. They have the ability. Some of them have the ability to really put forth the proper understanding, but I don't like him. So I'm going to say something negative. And others are very much underqualified and don't know doo doo about anything. And when you get together with one who have doo doo and another one who have doo doo, you have doo 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 doo, and nobody understands what they're saying. We we
But you
having a
know what?
we having a
Let me say this to you, Jose. I have a very, very close friend of mine. She lives out there, and she's a teacher out there. And she says a lot of this stuff that's being taught in the conscious community is not really what it is. I just don't really bring these type of things out because of what she does in over there in the lands. She can't come up on the platform and talk certain things, right?
Can
So
you?
I just leave it where it's at.
Like, I mean, you're being rather vague. What are you talking
Mm-hmm.
about? I mean, if you can explain as much as you can.
Cause
What?
he
Who?
so Jose says Jabari goes to Egypt. He's been there to Kemet. He's been there. He's been there. And I'm saying I have friends, close friends of mine that live there,
Living in Kemet?
and they're teachers.
In Kemet.
Yes,
Hmm.
but
they're
he's
from
also
here.
a historian, so he's qualified to make those determinations based on his degree. He's not just talking out the side of his rectal cavity. So it's
What is
natural that
his
he does tours.
what is his degree? What does he have a degree in?
He has a double degree in Africana studies, and I
Hmm.
think some sort of management, right? So
Hmm.
he has that degree, and that degree qualifies him as a bona fide historian. As a matter of fact, according to the definition, you don't even have to have a degree. Once you're a student, you're a historian, and therein lies the problem with people who don't understand that you can't
Well,
tell a
I don't
man
have
who's
anything
had a
against
degree
the
for maybe
brother.
30 years that he's talking tata.
Yeah, I don't have anything against the brother. I listen. I listen to all everybody, right? Have nothing against the brother. What I'm trying to explain to you, Jose, is that you can't be so upset that there's people who don't support his teachings, regardless if he's a because they're top people in this world that people don't support. So, you know, it just is what it is.
But that's not. But like there's a difference between having an honest intellectual view such as you, where you really are putting those things together in your mind and trying to bring forth a coherent point, as opposed to I don't like the Negro, so I'm gonna beat down the Negro. Not it's not I'm attacking his knowledge. It's I'm calling him a scammer. I'm calling him a this. I'm calling him a that, and I'm disrespecting the shrine. And those things have nothing to do with what you're saying. Those things have never been under scrutiny in the community. There's nothing to say that he's mistreating people. He's leading a cult. And that's the problem that I have. Attack based on what you see, not what you think you know. Go on
Well,
to the see what he says and attack what he's saying. Attack what he's
some of
doing.
those,
Don't attack
some
what
of
you
those
think he's
people,
not doing.
some of
That's the
those
problem.
people are, some of those people are clout chasing, and they're not
Right.
doing anything. They're not doing anything themselves. They can't match what the people who they're ridiculing. They can't match what they're doing, what they have accomplished. So they focus on somebody who is in the limelight and attack them so that they can, get some of that shine, so they could be get some of that light on them. But have
But
Hmm.
they
he,
accomplished some of the things that the person who they're attacking, have they accomplished some of those things? And are they even trying? And the other question is, should they be attempting to accomplish those things? They don't have to. They could step up and say whatever they want, but sometimes that's what they're doing. They see somebody
but
there to attack, and and they
Steve,
go
all
after
of
them because
us,
they want some of that
all
shine.
of us,
Yes.
but Steve, all of us are clout chasing. But it depends on how you get the clout. Sometimes clout chasing should mean putting in hard work, not just challenging someone who has worked their whole life doing something and put their whole life into something, and then talk about the man personally, say he's scamming people,
Okay.
and the people who was swear up and down and say no.
Mhm.
I went on the tour with the brother. I experienced the tour.
Right.
The brother is not. He really has an understanding of what he's saying. He he,
Right.
he he really is sincere about what he's saying. He's not just doing this because he wants to chase clout. You know how many Negroes I see in my army for 2 hours, and I would have cursed them out 2 hours ago and tell them get the bleep 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 out of here. You mother blue 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 blue. Kiss my blue 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 blue. That's what you'd have heard. when they would have replayed that. He spent 2 hours telling people the same thing over and over again. So clearly, we should respect the brother's work that he put in. Because I've never wrote a book.
Well,
I've never put together those kind of presentations. I've never done tours, so I can't be upset with the man. I think I should have enough respect that if he puts together a presentation, I should put together one to rebut what he's saying and put work into my presentation because he does that every presentation. You do that every
right.
presentation.
I,
Everyone who debates here puts together good presentations and wants people to come to the platform for good debates and good information. This is
I want
not
to
about me being
say,
over you.
hold on, Jose. I want to say something to King Hercules. Why would I not take into context that the people of the continent were colonized? Why would I not? Why would I not when I know that the people who live there now are not the people of antiquity? Like that doesn't make sense. I
Some of them
never,
are, sis. Some of
I'm
them are.
not. So you mean that,
The
and you
people in
think
the
the Arabs that live there now
not the Arabs,
are,
no.
that's what I'm talking about. So most of the people that live there now aren't the people from antiquity.
I'm
So
not gonna
it's
say
like,
most, but they do have a lot of people who do go back.
okay,
They do have a
Jose,
lot of people who live there who
I'm not speaking against Kemet in any way. All I'm saying is that everybody's not going to support Jabari, and that's just what it is. Everybody's not going to support me. Everybody's not going to support you. Everybody's not going to support Steve. Everybody's not going to support me, whether you have credentials or not.
but listen, to be honest, like I can understand why people may not like Brother Jose because I'm probably a little too rough and out of context. So I understand why they would support me, and I'm okay with that. Because if they don't like me, I probably earned it. So
But
I'm
it
okay with
doesn't.
people who don't
That's
like me.
not it. That's just not it. Listen, people aren't in life. Just people aren't going to support you all the time,
But I
and you
probably
should
earned that
not be
like because
so
I could be a
upset.
jackass sometimes.
Oh my
I probably
god.
earned it, so
Look,
I had to eat
Ramo
that.
got messages for you in the private chat.
He was
Ramo
trying to
talking.
come in, but I was waiting for you to let him in.
I can't let him in.
Oh well, you could have told me that.
Yeah,
Well,
I just
listen,
saw it.
I'm gonna well Raymond, try and come in again. I'll see if I can let you in because I'm on my phone, so my functionality is a little bit limited too. So because my computer is jacking up, and me and that and me and Steve and him and Darkness are supposed to have a debate, so I got to get that fixed tomorrow if I can.
What is
So
But
going
I mean,
on with
Raymo, listen, is that right, but listen, Raymo, Raymo is a very energetic young man, and I do want. I'm not seeing him in the back though.
you? He's
Tell him hit
here.
the link again, and if I see him in the back, I could bring him up.
Who's Hoodoo
Hit the
and
link again, Raymo.
who's that?
who doing Louisiana?
Peace, peace. How y'all doing?
Hey, what's
Hi.
going on?
Ain't too much, and I'll try to keep it brief. Collectively within our community, I'm seeing a lot of us debate over the Kemetic culture, but none of the people promoting Kemet have any verifiable Kemetic DNA. Y'all are arguing about someone else's culture. It's best that we just practice our own culture as African Americans and Afro Caribbeans. Really.
Can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead, Steve. Then I gotta
Peace.
respond to Jose about this stunt my brother just popped.
Okay, let me.
Ramo,
Can I
Ramo,
respond to
Ramo, behave yourself. Hold on one second. Let Steve respond to the brother, and then we'll get around to that.
who do in Louisiana? So even though my name is Comedic Infomonger, um, I am black, and in terms of Kemetic spirituality, there's something that we miss, and and that is that it's a traditional African spiritual tradition, right? It's a traditional African spiritual system. So they are what we call correspondences, meaning when you look at some of these so-called Kemetic deities or some of these Kemetic teachings, guess what? They're all over Africa. They're all over the Caribbean, right? They're all over South America, right? And then also, based on what I'm researching for my debate with the gnosis, in um, yeah. So Kemet is a foundation, right? And whether or not we want to admit it, some of us either we don't want to admit it or we don't know it. That Kemet taught the Greeks. And now, if you put it up on the internet, just a cursory search. Before it was, but now it's coming up that the Greeks learned from the Egyptians or the Kemet too, the people of Kemet. And I'm not bigging them up. Okay if you don't want to call the Africans, black Africans, right? So I don't need to have DNA that tells me that I am from Kemet. If you
brother,
just one second,
brother,
if you or anyone else wants to deny the fact that I'm black, then that's fine. But that will be strange.
brother. I said nothing about blackness. All black people are not ethnically the same. The point is, you're making excuses to practice someone else's culture instead of your own. You're making
What is but
excuses.
what is my own? Can you tell me what my own is? Do you know
Yes,
what
let's
is
have
it?
a dialogue. Are you Afro Caribbean, brother?
Hold on. Okay. So in Afro Caribbean, right? If I so choose, I could be a spiritual Baptist or I could be a Shango Baptist. Do you know what those things are, my brother?
Let's have a dialogue. When you speak about baptism, that's still
Hey,
derived from a Semitic people that you do not descend from. But in the Caribbean, they actually practice Ifa. You actually have Obia.
Right, right.
You even have
Okay.
Voodoo.
In
That was
Trinidad,
created, brother. Let me
Obia
complete the
is not a
sentence.
religion. In
Allow me to
hey, then
Obia,
complete the
Steve, let me
sentence.
respond to him too because he
go
don't get
ahead.
the
Yeah,
Afro part.
I'm gonna go on
Okay.
that's
mute.
my point,
I'm gonna
brother.
go on
But
mute.
it's too many
Okay.
mics at the
Okay.
same time.
Hold
Please. The
on, hold
point
on,
is,
hold on. I got it, brother. Just give me 1 second. Um, let the brother get it out. Steve, you can respond, and after Steve, we'll go to Rainbow. Okay.
thank you. And really, what I noticed amongst descendants of transatlantic chattel slavery, collectively due to the subjugation and colonization and slavery that our ancestors went through, a lot of us lack a ethnic self-esteem. So we want to pretend to be the people and cultures that we do not even descend from. To all my African Americans, put the Bible down, put Kemet down, and pick up your family tree. Practice hoodoo and Louisiana voodoo. And to all my Afro Caribbeans listening, once again, put the Bible down, put Kemet down, and pick up your family tree. Practice OBR, practice Ifa, practice voodoo. Really, practice the practices of your own ancestors instead of someone else's.
Okay,
Can
brother. So really quick, Steve, before you respond, would you be
mhm.
willing to debate that with one of these brothers?
We can have a dialogue right now,
I,
respectfully.
he's probably not a
No,
debater. Anyway, can I respond, Sister Light?
We could run that right now. We could debate it right now.
No,
no, no,
no,
no.
it's
Hold on,
You
let
she's
Steve
cannot.
respond.
talking about.
Yeah,
She's
we
talking
Hold
could
about.
run
on.
it right now, though.
Hold on.
So,
Hold on.
All
Relax.
right.
No, you cannot run it right now,
Then
right?
why
Because
did you ask me? You asked me
I'm
was I willing
asking.
to
I
debate. I'm
said,
telling you, I'll
would
do it right
you?
now.
Let's give it to me, sis. Let me be the
Okay,
man real fast.
hold on,
let me
hold
respond. Can I
on, because
respond, please?
I
Can I respond, please, Sister
hold
Light?
on. Go ahead, brother Steve.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First off, in the Caribbean, particularly in Trinidad, Obia is not a religion. You know what Obia is? Obia is putting stuff in people's food. And if you want you in hoodoo or voodoo in Louisiana, you call it dirty hands. So that is what Obia is in Trinidad, right? In Jamaica, Obia may be more so a religion called Poco, right? Or Kumana. But in Trinidad, that's not a religion. In Trinidad, obia, when you say, oh, you're walking obia, is because you're putting stuff in somebody's food. And that's what we do in Trinidad on a regular. In Trinidad, you know good and well don't eat from anybody, right? The indigenous spirituality, you have Shango Baptist, which is also in Brazil, and you have spiritual Baptist. So what I'm saying as well, my brother, is that in the Caribbean, you have syncretism where there's a blending of cultures. But yes, we do know there's a blending of Yoruba and traditional African spirituality within Shango Baptist as well as spiritual Baptist. But you're not hearing what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, practice that.
No, hold on. I'll be done in a minute. You're
Yeah,
not listening to what I'm saying.
brother, I heard you. I'm saying just
Hold
practice
on,
that,
hold on, hold on, hold on. Maybe because you do not know. The Kemetic spiritual tradition is a traditional African spiritual tradition,
brother.
right?
We know that you're not from
Hold on,
Kemet.
hold on.
All
There is
Africans not the
part,
same, brother.
hold
Okay,
on.
we're
There is
gonna what we not gonna do
let
is
me
we're gonna give each other
let me
time.
get this out.
I asked the brothers to give you your time. Hoodoo, you
Yes,
allow the brother to have his time. Go
Right.
ahead, Steve.
So
yes. But we know all
Shango,
Africans are not the same. But go
I'm
ahead,
not
brother.
saying that we're the same, my brother. I'm talking about spirituality
Of
as well
course.
as correspondences and syncretism. So Shango, in that Shango Baptist, Shango is the correspondence to Shango is Heru in the Kemetic tradition. The correspondence
So
to
just
Shango
acknowledge Shango then.
is Jesus, right? Jesus in the Christian
That's
tradition.
a false correlation, brother.
I did not say it was a one. I did not say it was one to one.
Okay,
I
so
said a
focus on your
correspondence.
culture.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Hold on,
Again,
saying.
I
brother.
asked you to let
Hold
the
on,
brother get it out. The brother was gave
My
you your
culture,
time, so
my
let you
culture,
say what
Allow
you
me
have
to
to
address
say.
the moderator. Can
my
we go point
my
for point,
my. No, it can't be
just
point
so
for
we
point.
don't lecture each other? Because
But
all I'm saying is practice your
you're
culture.
not giving me a chance to talk. Notice I muted when you were talking, and you're not giving me a chance to
Well, you
talk.
cut me off multiple times, but it's all right,
But then
brother.
I
I'm
shut
just
up
saying
and I
practice
muted
your culture.
myself. I,
I'm just
I
saying
shut up and
practice
I
your
muted
culture.
myself.
Why are you debating
Sister
me?
Light, can I get it up? Can I finish, please, Sister Light?
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yes, brother, I'm trying to get. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Also, I came here when I was 7. I was introduced to Roman Catholicism. So I was here since I was 7. I went back and I've been back here over 30 something years. So if what am I supposed to do? Go look for Shango Baptist in what? In downtown Brooklyn and look for some
Yes.
go deal
Or
with.
start it on your own. Start it on your own, brother. You could do it.
No, I'm not starting that on my own, my brother. I
But
got
you
better.
rather worship Kemet and you have
No,
no Kemetic
I'm not.
ancestry.
But see, because I'm not my brother. I don't know you, right?
Uh
But
huh.
that sounds like some Hebrew Israelite stuff,
I
right?
said nothing about Hebrew Israelites. I said practice
That's
your own
that's
culture.
that's what it sounds like. It sounds like Hebrew
That's a
Israelite
deflection.
stuff,
I'm
right?
saying practice your own
No, no,
culture.
no, 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 no. Where in order for okay, so why can't I
Uh
be a
huh.
convert? Why can't I be a convert? Why
Because
can't I?
you're honoring. Let me answer you. Because you're honoring the ancestors of a people you do not descend from.
But
Do
they're
you
black.
understand,
But
brother?
they're black. They're black. So you want to
All
take
black
this
people are not the
black
same. All black people are not the same.
when it comes to certain things, we're very similar.
Okay, so why don't you have Kemetic ancestry?
Because I don't need comedic ancestry, my brother.
Okay, brother. I'm
I
just
don't
saying
need
honor
comedic
your own
ancestry.
ancestors. That's
You know
all I'm
what?
saying. Why are you debating me?
Let me just get this out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Brother Hoodoo, Louisiana would more accept me if I told them that I was a Roman Catholic.
You said,
Because
well, who accepts you?
they would prefer that we
You said,
worship.
well, who accepts you?
I think you would. You would prefer that I worship white
You
people
just gonna lie?
and that white
You just gonna
Jesus
lie? You just
than
gonna lie?
than venerate my own black people. Because the
No, I
guess
said
what?
acknowledge your actual ancestors, brother. You not listening?
My brother, this is also the issue, my brother. That
I
okay,
literally said acknowledge Shango.
hold on, my
Did you miss that?
hold on, my brother.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I go do
Go
a
ahead.
DNA test, right? And they
Yeah.
say that I'm Igbo. You go look at those very
Yeah,
same.
brother. Acknowledge Chukwu.
Hold on. But you go look at those very same Igbo
Yeah, it's
people.
called
Guess what?
Chukwu.
Most of them are Christians.
Yeah,
Most
due to
of them,
colonization. Due to
they,
colonization.
they don't practice their traditional lifestyle either. So what do you say?
Exactly. That means
So
that, that
my
that's
DNA,
the that's a problem.
my DNA
And
can say
that's a
one thing.
problem.
My DNA can say one thing, and I'm
Uh-huh.
still not practicing the culture. And I
And that's
land
a
my plane.
problem. Can you understand that? That's the result of
Go ahead,
colonization.
Ramo. Go ahead, Ramo.
Let me say one sentence. That's the result of colonization. Really. Acknowledge your actual ancestors instead of acknowledging the ancestors of people that you do not descend from. All black people are not the same. Acknowledge your actual ancestors.
Okay, bro. Let me ask you a question. Do you identify
Peace.
yourself as Afro Caribbean?
No, I'm African American.
Okay, so then you consider yourself a African American, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so would you agree that you descend from Africans?
Clearly, brother.
Okay, so would you agree, according to what the brother said about Kemet, that Kemet is black? You do agree with that, right?
And that's why I responded all black people are not the same.
Are Negroes the same?
No,
Are all white people the same?
definitely not.
Okay, so do all white people descend from the same people, same race?
That's debatable.
Okay, so what about black people? That debatable too?
Once again, that's debatable. When I took a DNA test,
Okay,
I gave you
then.
an
So how
example.
you try to attack my brother on
Exactly,
that,
that's the
on
point,
his
brother. Let me
ancestry,
complete
right?
the sentence.
But
Let me complete the
okay, go
sentence.
ahead.
I took a DNA test. I have Igbo ancestry. I have Tikar ancestry from Cameroon. I have Yoruba ancestry, etc., etc., etc. I had no ancestry, for instance, from, let's say, South Africa. I had no ancestry from Namibia. I had no ancestry from Ethiopia or Somalia. So yes, even though you could say collectively we are black, that doesn't mean we all have the same ancestry, brother. Do you understand?
But look, based off your DNA, what you just said, right?
Exactly.
You just named four different countries.
I could have
So
listed more. I could list more.
so okay, when you list all those countries, are they the same Africans?
No, that's why they showed up
How
differently
come?
on my
How
DNA
come they're
test
not? If you
because
could
they're
find
different.
Ethiopian DNA in
I'm trying to.
Nigeria,
I'm trying to answer your question. They are
go
not the
ahead.
same because they are separate ethnicities, brother. Have you taken a DNA test before?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was the results?
My results will be I did mine on African ancestry. So
What?
I was more 60% of Congolese, so I was more Bantu than Nigerian.
Hold on, that's not true. African ancestry shows you your tribe. It doesn't break it down into
It shows
percentages,
you your
brother.
tribe, which is the Imbu tribe, right? My Imbu tribe, which is the Bantu tribe. And it also shows me the Congo, where I came from, and it gave me a percentage. I
No,
can show you my
African.
DNA. Can you show me yours?
Hold on, brother. Anyone listening, you can literally look it up. African ancestry DNA does not show you any percentages. It tracks
Yes, it
your
do. Yes,
mitochondria.
it do.
Allow me to complete the sentence, brother. Now pass you the mic. It shows you your Y chromosome and your M chromosome, and it shows you each tribe attached to each chromosome. It does not give you a
It
percentage
does give you a
breakdown.
percentage too, brother. It does.
No,
It does.
it does not. Any matter of fact, anyone listening, you can do a quick Google search. Does African ancestry DNA give you a percentage
Pull it up
breakdown
on your
of your
screen. Is you
ethnic
buy a
background?
computer? Is you buy a computer? You can pull
Well,
it up
just
on your
post
screen and
yours.
show it.
You could shut me
I'm,
down by just posting
I'm,
yours.
I'm driving right now.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. I'm on the phone right now. So anyone listening, just look it up. You'll see that African ancestry DNA does not give you a percentage breakdown.
They give you a percentage
But
breakdown.
the point is, brother, let's not have ADHD. The point is,
What's that?
no, these different African ancestries, they are not the same
So
ethnicities,
debate me,
brother.
then debate me on
We're having a
debate me.
debate right now. We're
No,
debating it
like
right
I'm
now.
not actually. No, we having a dialogue, brother. This not a
We're
debate.
debating right now. So go ahead.
It's not a debate. This a di. Oh, so
Let's
you don't
run
want to
it
have a
right
real
now.
debate?
I'm saying let's
You don't
run
want.
it right
Okay,
now.
We can't run.
hold on. Give
All
me a
right, set
second.
it
Give
up.
me a
Like we
second.
can run
Hold
this
on.
shit right now. Hey,
Hold
Let's
set
on.
it
run it
up.
right
Hold
now.
on.
Which
Wait
one
till
to
the
do?
bridge. Set it up.
Relax. So, brother Hudu, when
Yes.
you say African ancestry, are you talking about a specific DNA company?
Yeah, that's the name of it. African DNA. Pardon me. African Ancestry DNA.com. They do not give you
Okay.
percentages of your ethnicities. They don't. You can literally Google it. He's lying. But the
Yeah.
point
No.
is,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna never forget my initial point.
Okay.
Yes, all black people are not the same. All black people are not ethnically the same. So if you
I
descend from
disagree.
if you could disagree all you want, even you admitted
So
that your
let's
DNA
debate it
test
then.
showed you,
I
brother.
be the negative. You be the affirmative, brother. Set it up
We're
like
debating right now, brother. We're
Hold
debating
on,
right
hold
now.
on.
The point.
Okay.
A
Hold on.
DNA
Hold on.
test is
Hold
not
on.
Why
Hold
is
on.
the third person
ethnicity.
jumping
A
in?
DNA test is not ethnicity. A
set it
DNA
up.
test is not
We
ethnicity.
got DMG on
I'm
the
here to tell
platform.
you,
Big
my
bro, set
brother,
this up.
a DNA
Yeah.
test is not
Hold on, but
ethnicity
brother, why are you jumping
Okay.
in the middle? Let me and
because
him
a
have a dialogue
DNA
right now.
test is not
Hold on.
ethnicity.
Excuse me,
All
brothers.
right.
I'm gonna have to mute you guys. I want to say, Easy Bands, welcome to the platform. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what I'm
Sorry
gonna
I'm late.
do now, it's okay. Do you guys still want to do your face off, or do y'all want to reschedule it and let this conversation continue, or what do you guys? It's up to
Um,
you and Jose. Whatever you guys want to do.
I'm down to do the face off, but we could let this conversation go on as well. I don't think
Hold
Because
on.
that.
really,
First
y'all
off, bro.
saving his
First off,
life.
hold on. Let me address Jose real fast.
No,
Yeah, they
um,
saving your life
um,
right.
Yeah, y- y- Yeah. So as I was saying, I don't think we could do the face off. I don't think it should take too long because we're basically just coming agreeing to the topic, and then we're not really going into the topic, are we?
No, no, you
Yeah.
guys
So
are just coming up with a title for the
yeah,
debate, unless you already
yeah.
have it.
We do already have it. We agreed to it last time, and so maybe we could just make it official now, and then maybe talk on it a little bit, and then we can let the brothers continue because it seems like it was getting heated. So
Yes, it was. It
yeah,
really was.
yeah. So
So
yeah,
now I have you two brothers on the stage. Thank you for showing up. Thank you guys for coming. We did have a filler until you got here, which is
yeah.
really was interesting.
Word.
Um, so let's get this started. Easy Bands and Jose, what is going to be the topic of your debate?
Yes, yes. Thanks for having me on the platform. It's I was, I got this pretty last minute, but I showed up because I'm actually interested in doing this debate. Um, Brother Jose basically came to me last time I was on the show, and he gave a topic that he wanted to debate me, and the title of the debate was "Can you recreate ancient Kemetic religions or belief systems in their entirety?" So, Brother Jose, I don't know if you're on the panel right now, if you're listening. I just wanted to confirm if that's the title that we're going with, and if that is, I'm more than willing to make it happen. I don't know. I think Brother Jose is taking a nap or something. But yeah, so basically, the debate has to do with recreating ancient Kemetic religions or belief systems, and I'm taking the stance that you can't recreate them in their entirety because of various reasons. And those reasons I'll be presenting in the debate that we do have if Brother Jose shows up. Looks like he just ran. It's like, nah. But yeah. How you doing, Sister Light?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I've been on a panel last week. Got kind of heated a little bit.
Oh, last week?
Yeah, I mean, you had a debate last Wednesday, right? That's why you didn't come.
Yeah, I had a debate last week. It was against it was against Kataza from Captain Tazariak's like right hand man, Captain
Yeah, I know who
Kataza.
you
Yeah,
are.
Hebrew
I'm
Israelite,
familiar.
and it was basically on whether Joseph was the biological father of Jesus according to the scriptures. And I I uh, I feel, and a lot of people as well feel that I did a good enough job to take the debate. And so he tried to scramble. He did his best. He tried to scramble. He tried to add homs, but it didn't work. Um, yeah. So I took that debate.
Are you hearing me now, Easy Bands?
We
You can hear me?
we got the W. I thought you just ran, Jose. What's up, man?
Nah, I think we should probably just make the title "How Complete Are the Ancient Kemetic Texts," and then we could get into the
What's that?
subtext of How complete are the ancient Kemetic texts, and then we could get into some subtext about it. Or maybe we have time to work on the title, because I'm not going to be debating this until after the last argument standing, because I have one tandem debate, and then I'm going to be in the last argument standing. So this debate
Oh,
is
so,
not going to happen right now.
okay, but okay, all right.
So we can always work
Okay,
on the
well,
title in the
even
back channel.
with that, yeah, let's get the title settled.
Yeah. Okay, so the title, brother, the last time you came at me, man, because how complete isn't really no, it's not really a stance, right?
Okay, fair enough,
Um,
fair enough.
yeah. So what you did, uh, you're the one that came up with the title. Matter of fact, you said that ancient Kemetic religions or belief systems can be recreated in their entirety. That's what you said. Fully is the word
Yes.
that you use. Fully. And of course, I disagree with that. And that's the debate topic that I actually wanted to debate you on, because I feel that it would be touching also brother Jabari's thing that he's doing, right? And initially, I was going back and forth with brother Jabari, and I'm pretty sure you're there that day. At least you were in the audience listening.
Yes, I was. I was for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And I made the similar. So the points that I made to him are going to be similar to the points that I make with you. and I feel that this is going to open the door to having that conversation,
I think so.
especially
I
with
think it'll be a
yeah,
good debate. So let's go with the title. Can we? Well, yeah, yeah, well, yeah.
yeah,
We can go with the title. Can we
yeah. So
recreate Kemetic spirituality from ancient texts? I think
in
that's good
fully,
enough. We can
fully.
deal with that. Yeah,
All right, so can somebody type in the back for me real
yeah.
quick so I can make
We
sure we
could
get
we could go with that.
So hold on. You said from ancient texts.
Yes, because that's where
Why
we're
just
getting it from.
Okay,
why
so
would you just
listen,
reserve it to that?
listen. Somebody wrote
Because
about this
you
as a
can't
title.
because
Jose,
you can't.
how about
Yes,
Jose? Hold on. How about this as a title? Is there enough text that been found to know today? What found to know today have an ancient Egyptian religion that can be practiced? Is there enough
that's
text
too much.
that been
That's too
I
much.
think yeah. I think if we just shorten it up and say, can ancient Kemetic religion be recreated fully today?
I'm with that. That's that. But we have to use the ancient text. We can't use commentary and other people's commentary because
No, but
that doesn't count.
that could be part of your
I don't want.
debate. That could be
Nah,
part of your
I
debate.
don't want commentary. I don't like commentary. I want us to
But
go into as much text as possible. We don't
yeah,
have
I
to be
understand that.
measuring that you're expert, but I would like some form of the text to be present,
I understand that, but
the
it's
original
almost
text
like
and
you're
then
trying to.
translation.
But it's almost like you're trying to tie my hands in the debate. Like you're trying to tell me how
No,
to debate.
no. What I'm saying is this: commentary does not count. Your commentary is a modern people's understanding, and that doesn't
Yeah, but
apply
brother,
in
like
this
what I
case.
bring to the debate is what I'm gonna bring to the debate. You can't tell
We're
me
not
what
doing
to
that.
bring.
I'm not doing that. If that's the
What?
case, then I'm not doing a debate. I don't want commentary in the debate. I want
What
us to
the?
bring forth the text.
What type of? Yo, bro,
Okay, hold
No,
what's
I
on,
don't.
going on
Jose.
here?
I don't want
You
commentary in the debate.
can't,
So what?
Jose. You
So
can't tell the brother what he brings to defend his
No,
argument. You can't do
I'm
that.
gonna say this to you, sis. If he is not bringing any form of the text, and he wants to bring commentary alone and discount the original text, then what am I having a debate for?
But what are you talking
What's
about?
the point
Yo,
of the
bro, like,
debate?
so hold on, Jose. What are you doing, brother? This never happens, man. You can't tell me what to bring to the debate. Whether I want to bring primary text, whether I want to bring commentary or whatever it is. If you have a problem with it, you can address it in the debate, bro.
No. I am not going to go into debate
All right, man.
doing that.
You just
I'm just
scared, man.
not.
That's all
I'm
it
not.
is. You
I'm
scared,
not.
bro.
No, I'm
You
not doing
scared.
it
You
because
scared.
Jose,
I don't bring commentary. So
You scared. You called
I
me out
expect
and you
that you
scared.
shouldn't bring commentary. Say what you want to
You
say. I'm not
but
doing. I'm not doing
Jose,
commentary.
it doesn't. Jose, listen. It doesn't matter. You cannot tell him how to defend his
I didn't
argument
tell him that.
against.
I
No, you
didn't.
are. You're trying to tie his hands.
No. What I told him. What I told him was, if he's bringing commentary, I'm not bringing commentary. I don't want to have a debate where commentary is muddying the waters of the debate. And I have a right to say I don't want to do the debate. I'm not telling him what he can bring. I'm saying I'm not doing the debate if that's what he's
What
bringing.
is going on here, man?
He can do that.
Yo,
He can have
I've
that
never
debate with
seen this
someone else.
before.
I'm
Like,
not
this
doing
is
it. I'm not
weird, yo.
bringing commentary.
This is super
Commentary
weird,
doesn't
But
bro.
count.
that's what you're not bringing. You're not bringing commentary.
This is
You don't
weird.
have to bring commentary. All
Then I'm
you
not
have
doing
to
it.
do is hold on. If he brings commentary, then you address it and you defeat his
No,
commentary in the debate.
no. I'm not
All
doing
right,
that
man.
debate where I'm not doing that
Y'all,
debate
y'all,
because I think that muddies
y'all
the
heard
waters
it
of the
here,
debate.
man. Y'all heard
You
Jose
can say what you want. I'm not doing
from
it.
the horse's mouth. He ran.
I'm
He
not
got
doing
scared.
it.
After calling me out, he got scared and ran. Y'all heard it right here,
Oh,
man.
I got
From the
scared
horse's
and ran,
mouth.
and you came in an hour late. So
Yeah,
let's
and
not
I
do
showed
that.
up, didn't I? I showed up.
Let's not do that, bro. We're
No,
not doing no
again,
rest
that okay.
because I
So
didn't
the
run
thing
nowhere.
was that
Bro,
it was
and
a
listen,
time.
and listen.
It
To
was
be
a
honest with
I
you,
time.
didn't
bro.
run.
Hold
And
on,
listen. To
brother.
be honest with you, fam.
No,
Sorry.
nobody ran from a debate.
To be honest
They
with you,
went for
bro,
debate
I'm
better.
kind of upset because I cut off what I was doing. I had other appointments. That's why, bro. And I come on here for you to just to waste my time like this, bro. That's crazy.
Well, I don't want to do debate with commentary. I don't think it's fair. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, so you
I'm
just
sorry.
you're basically
I
just running from the
apologize.
debate because there's
You
no
can say what you
time when
want
you
to say.
find a there's no
I'm not
time when
doing
you
it.
find a debate. Two people are about to debate, and then you tell your opponent, if you bring this to the debate, I'm not doing the debate. You never
But
find
that's
that.
what
So
I
you're
said.
just running. So I'm gonna call it what it is, man. You're running. You're scared, bro. Because
Well, I
so
got
you're
my
you're
running
telling me
shoes
right
on.
now.
I got
You're
my
telling me
running
right now
shoes
that
on,
if I bring
Stan.
commentary, that I'm gonna beat you, right? That's what you're scared of.
No, no,
Yeah, that's what you're scared of. You
no.
you think that
Did
if
you
I
hear me
bring
say that?
commentary,
Don't put words in
that's
my
what you.
mouth, bro. I
So
didn't say
why
that.
so
No,
why
no,
would
no,
you
no,
be
no.
afraid of
That's
that?
not what I said.
So why
Don't say
would you
I
be
said
afraid
that.
of that?
I'm not afraid of it. I don't like it, and I don't want to debate commentary. That's not
Man,
the
I can't
debate that
believe you
I'm putting
wasted
up.
my time like this, bro.
Well, I can't help you on that. I'm very sorry. I can't help you on that. I can't help you. I'm not going to take on a debate with
So
commentary
why the
because
hell?
I don't
So
think it's
why
fair.
would you
Because I'm
just
not
like?
bringing
Why would you
commentary.
waste my time like this, man?
That's up to you. I am not debating anything with commentary because I'm not bringing
All
commentary.
right, bro.
I
All
don't
right,
bring commentary.
all right.
But
If you're
you
upset, I
All right,
should say
sister
again,
light.
more of
I
that.
just don't understand, Jose. How are you telling this man how he can defend his
I didn't
stance
tell him that. I didn't tell
against
him
you?
that.
No, you are. You're
I
telling him
said
he can't do
I
certain
said I
things.
am not doing it. I am not engaging in a debate with commentary because I am not bringing any commentary. I'm bringing primary text and primary translation and secondary text. Commentary is not going to help me, and I'm not gonna get into a debate where someone is going to bring a commentary and think that I'm okay with that because I don't do that. It's not about
All
what
right,
telling
all
him
right.
what to do.
So, sister light, let me just interpret what he's saying to you.
Don't
He's
interpret
saying,
nothing.
he's
Don't
saying,
interpret
yo,
nothing. We
bro,
don't
I
need
just let you speak,
interpretation.
so let me speak
We
now.
don't
Have some
need an
respect at
interpretation.
least. Okay,
I
just have
spoke
some
English,
respect at
bro.
least, and let me speak as well,
No, you
bro.
have some respect to say what I
You just
said.
spoke and you talked about me. You talked
Don't
about what I'm gonna
interpret
do.
what I said.
So,
I
yo,
spoke
bro, just have
English.
some respect and
I didn't speak
decorum, man, and
Chinese.
just be
No,
quiet while I
we're
speak,
not
bro.
doing no
Okay,
So
interpretation.
why
no,
That's
don't you
not.
hold
just be
on,
quiet
hold
while I
on, hold
speak,
I'm
on.
man?
not doing it.
Easy bands, hold on, brother. Jose, you are absolutely out of line, and you are wrong. You cannot tell this brother what he can
I didn't
bring
tell him that.
to. No, no,
I
you
didn't tell him
are
that.
because you
I told him.
because he listen. Just
Well, then he
Jose,
won't be
what you're
debating me,
telling
sis.
him. What
Well, then he won't
Jose?
be
Come
debating
on
me.
now,
He won't be debating
Jose.
me with that. I'm honestly, I honestly don't want to do it. No disrespect to you. I'm not. If he wants to do that, he can debate
Jose,
someone else.
debate the brother.
I'm not gonna do
Debate
that.
the brother. You called him out. Now you're trying to tie his hands up on how he defends his stance. That is not what's up, Jose. You
Okay,
debate the
like bro.
brother. Jose. Debate the
Okay,
brother.
like.
He's
Okay,
scared,
like.
man.
You know what?
Sister
You
light,
know what?
listen, listen.
Hold
This is what
on.
he's
Let me
saying.
just say this. Let me
Hold
say
on,
this. Let me
easy
say
man.
this.
Let him
Let me
say.
say this. What you're saying is fair. I did call the brother out. The brother did take his time. I've probably been a little bit emotional. So let's go ahead and set up this debate. But this debate will not be probably until the end of September. I'm
No,
not
it
going to do
doesn't
the debate
have to
right
be
now.
that far out.
So we could do it probably somewhere around the end of September because I don't want to do it before then because I have a lot of things coming up.
You
So we
have
can do the
two
debate.
debates coming up, right?
I have I have a tandem debate. I'm supposed to debate Ramo on my
Right.
own, and then I'm in the last argument standing. So that's a
And
lot for me right now. I'm currently working on my tandem presentation because I postponed the Ramo debate. Then I'm in last argument standing, and that's in sometime in August. So I think maybe the middle of September or towards the end of September is a date that I'm comfortable with because
okay,
I
so
don't want to rush the
let
presentation.
me let me do this. Can one of you brothers type the title of the debate? We'll get the DMC and you'll get with you guys and set up a date. But
All right,
Jose, don't you
in the
ever do that again.
in the studio chat.
Yes, please.
Okay,
All right, all right.
okay, okay, ma'am. I won't do that again. Only because it's you correcting me, I'm gonna stand down on that point. So I wouldn't do that again. But I'm just fair enough, fair enough.
Look,
So the
you got our
middle,
other brother saying he ready to take the debate for you.
okay. You know what?
So
And thank you,
I
Steve. That's beautiful. I appreciate that. But
I put it.
I am going to take your advice, and I'm going to take the debate because I don't want people to say Jose challenged a man and then he ran. I had enough of that already. I'm not going through that again. So win, lose or draw, we're having
Right,
the
because
debate.
we got the brother, we got the young brother saying,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Rainbow. Rainbow wants that debate very badly. So I'm gonna give him that debate. So I'm
Y-
cool with
Okay,
that.
brothers.
Yeah,
That was easy enough. Jose, I don't know what you was trying to pull. We not doing that. You already know we gonna be on you.
yeah.
Yeah, boy, step into the light. Say, step into the light. Say, I can't be challenging people, then backing up. So so anytime I challenge, I have to take on the challenge. And that's fair.
All right, man. So you're gonna have a while to prepare, and
I do apologize, though,
I
Easy Bands.
respect
I probably tripping a little bit. So I
soft, brother,
apologize.
soft, soft, soft. We good, man. I respect
All
it,
right.
and we came to a conclusion, man. The debate's going down. I put it in the back chat, in the private chat.
Thank you so
I
much.
said, can ancient Kemet religion be fully recreated today? I hope that's simple
That's
enough.
beautiful. All right.
And that's
Okay.
read upon title. Going once, going twice, going three times.
I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm
Okay.
with
All
that.
right,
Okay.
Good.
We'll
We
get
got
that
that set.
contingency.
all right. It
And
should be a good
now
one, man. Should be a good one. I'm
it
glad we
should.
came to an
It
agreement.
really should. And I'm
Me
glad
too.
you guys came and thank you. Um,
Thank you
it's my
for being
first
the voice
time
of reason.
ever
Word.
hosting a face off. I mean, I'm learning as I go. I think I do pretty well. But right now, I would like the brothers that were on the panel to hit the panel again. We got a few minutes for you guys. Let's get this
Well,
settled.
I'm gonna. Well, listen. I did my job.
No, you
I
gotta wait for
actually said it.
Raymond.
Raymond know what he had to do. Raymond fed up tell me he gonna beat the living daylights out of me on that debate. He's very excited about this debate, and I'm very happy that he's excited. I want the brother to have a nice debate, but I had to postpone it. So
Yeah.
I probably
So
might do
you're
that one the week before Easy Band debate.
so you're saying like mid September, right? That's what you said.
Yeah,
All right.
mid
We're
September to
gonna
the end of
have the
September.
first week of September.
They'll probably try to pull you back a little closer, but I'm good either way.
No,
I'm good either way.
I want to see how everything else works out, and if we have time after, then maybe we can move it up a little bit. But I'm saying at least
Yeah.
to mid September, because I don't want
Yeah,
to
and
rush
and
my presentation.
and I think we should
I want to
kind
make
of
sure my
have
decision.
another. I think we should have like not a face off, but like kind of like
A
when
pre-debate show.
you're promoting the fight type thing.
Yeah,
Press
man.
conference.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should
a
have
pre-debate
another one
show.
of those. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we
But
could.
this was a but
I'll
this was
have
a
you
good face-off
brothers
though.
back on a pre-debate show. I'll have you brothers back on. Because this is my little baby right here. This debate came out of my show. So,
yes, 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 it
but
did.
Oh
And
yes,
so,
and we have to
oh,
do it on Step Into the Light. We have to do it on
yes,
Step Into the
yes,
Light
I
so
I'm
just
with
people
said
that.
can.
that.
I'm with that.
So
I just said that. And so,
thank you for hosting us. I get a
no
little
Word.
problem,
extra overly
no
excited when it
problem,
comes to Kemet. So
no
that was a
problem,
little
Jose.
extra sugar. That's a little
Sister
extra
We
Light,
Kemet sugar.
we gonna
Light
talk,
Brown,
Jose. Yes, yes, brother Steve. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
with your high cheekbones. Uh, um, a DNA test doesn't determine ethnicity.
Have you
So
taken the
hoodoo,
DNA test?
for hoodoo and Louisiana, a DNA test does not determine ethnicity. Look up the definition of ethnicity and tell me that
Bro,
a DNA test determines ethnicity. Tell me that.
brother, you don't gotta repeat yourself.
No,
Have you taken it? Have you
it
taken the
doesn't.
DNA test, brother?
Why do I need to take a DNA test?
Well, I
All
think we
right, brother.
know that it tracks your mitochondrial and then your Y, right? That's what it
Well,
does.
that's
There's one
haplogroup.
type.
That's
Well,
haplogrouping. That's
that
migration.
Okay.
That's haplogrouping. That's migration. That's not ethnicity.
and anyone listening, literally, you could just Google what I'm saying. If you take a ancestry.dna.com DNA test, especially if you're African American, you will be grouped as Eastern Shore Maryland African American, North Carolina / South
Okay,
Carolina
hold on.
African American,
Raymond, hold on.
Central
Just let him go.
Southern
Let him go
African
ahead. Let him go ahead.
American.
Let him go ahead.
This is all genetically verifiable.
Mm-hmm.
info,
Additionally,
info,
Okay.
info monger.
now,
So
now,
let me
let,
ask you this, brother.
Hold on. No,
So
no. Let who do
God,
go ahead.
Hold on.
He's
Okay, let
done
me do
hoodoo.
this. Let me get some control over this panel. Let's get let's get Ramo and Jose out the way first. Hoodoo, give me 1 second. Brother Steve, Easy Bands, give me
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Let's
All
get
right.
Ramo and Jose out there. I told you, Ramo, Jose not running from you. He can't run from you. I'm not allowing it. But
All
y'all
right,
two go ahead.
cool. I heard him. I
Absolutely.
heard him. I heard him. Though. Well, I was watching. I heard him. Most definitely, man. You better not, boy, because I was getting mad.
I know he was getting mad. I
I
know.
was getting upset. You know, I'm like, no, you ain't back out from Wi-Fi
No, no,
issues
no,
if
no,
you
no,
ain't cool
not
with
no.
this stuff.
Listen, listen, Ramo. I took this debate specifically because I wanted you to have an outlet for all that wonderful cerebral energy that you have. So I'm not going to back out of the debate. If you still want to do the debate, we'll do the debate, bro. Because you seem very excited about it, and it made me excited about the debate. So if you still want to do it, as you said,
Most
after
definitely,
after
you
everything is
said
said
it.
and
You
done,
said it. Most
we'll
definitely.
go ahead and set that up. And that definitely
Most
takes
definitely, we can do that.
priority. That would definitely have to be before me and Easy Bands. So
That's cool.
we're gonna figure out the date. We already have the title.
Yeah, we got the title.
Basically,
Just need a date. That's it.
say it again.
We got the title. Just need a date.
Yes, we need a date. So as I said, you said after we do the tandem debate, anytime after that, we could go ahead and set it up. So I'm gonna let this take priority over me and Easy Bands because this was supposed to be done already, but I ended up backing out some technical problems and my computer's still giving trouble. So I'm going to take it tomorrow morning to let them look at it to see what we can do to make sure everything is in order for our tandem debate. But our
Most
debate
definitely.
is
Most definitely.
basically right. Our debate is narcissism a continuation of the comedic cosmology or novel invention? So we have that set up already. So we just have to put a date on that, put together a presentation, and we can go from there for sure. So
Most definitely.
that's
Maybe we'll lock it up in the back chat. We'll lock it up in the back chat. Most definitely.
Thank you, Raymond. Thanks, man. Good stuff.
Okay, so now let's get into um Brother Hoodoo was saying that
Yes, and
on what you're saying. Can you repeat what you're
yes.
saying? What happens with African Ancestry, the company of African Ancestry?
Well, the comment I made before I was cut off, respectfully, I'm not saying that because I'm triggered, but before I was cut off, I was speaking about how ancestry DNA, specifically, if you're an African American, you take a DNA test, yes, you will be genetically categorized ethnically as either Eastern Shore, Maryland African American, or North Carolina slash South Carolina African American, or Southern Central African American. Additionally, with African ancestry DNA, it traces your Y chromosome and your X chromosome to particular ethnicities that you descend from. So it's incorrect to say that a DNA test cannot determine your ethnicity. It can also determine what ethnicities you descend from, respectfully. And I say this in closing. The brother is bringing this up to deflect away from the fact that he has no Kemetic ancestry in spite of practicing a religion from Kemet that honors the ancestors of people that he does not even descend from. And I relinquish the floor.
Can I respond?
Yes, brother.
Okay. Okay. How do you know? How do you know what my DNA says, first off? And two, I haven't taken a DNA test. Two. Three, I'm not going to take a DNA test. Three, and what difference would it make? Four. Anyway, let me continue. So,
All right.
genetics,
I'll,
right?
I'll
So
remember those
let me let
questions.
me
Go ahead.
let me. I didn't cut across you. I was quiet, right? I let you talk.
No, I thought you
Genetics,
were asking
right?
me
So
questions.
genetics in the Kemetic tradition. There's nothing that talks about blood ancestry, right? So I don't have to have the gene in order to in order to practice the Kemetic spiritual tradition, right? So it doesn't in Kemet they don't talk about no gene or no bloodline, right? Unless you're royalty or something like that, right? So as a common folks, an ordinary person, I could practice whatever I want to practice. So what you're saying is a Hebrew Israelite tradition where you're saying that if you have this gene, this Hebrew gene, then you can be a Hebrew by blood, or you could be a Hebrew by convert. The other part is that I can be a convert. I can convert to anything I want to convert to. I can convert to Christianity. I can convert to Islam. I can convert to anything that I want to. Also, ethnicity, right? So I may have the mitochondrial DNA or the Y chromosome or the whatever, the X by B2GWT from a European, right? I never been to Europe. I don't speak French. I don't eat French food. How could that be my ethnicity?
All right, and are you relinquishing the floor? Can I respond? And hopefully, moving forward, we could go point for point, just so each point is responded to. And to start off with, you might have forgot earlier. I asked you if you had any Kemetic ancestry. You said no. So I'm literally just listening to what you said. And everyone on this panel knows that you can practice whatever religion you choose. You can choose to worship a white Jesus. My point is that when you honor the ancestors of a people that you do not descend from, this is a manifestation of your lack of self esteem as an Afro Caribbean.
Can I respond? Can I respond? Moderator,
Yes,
can I respond? My answer is that
yes.
who are you to tell me of my lack of self esteem? Who are you? Who are you? You know what I've accomplished in my life, and you're going to tell me about my lack of self esteem? I'm done.
There,
Go ahead.
yeah, there are black Christian coons in Congress. They've
So
accomplished a lot on paper. That doesn't mean that they have a high ethnic self esteem. So
Okay.
I'm just making an honest assessment. When I
Let me,
meet a person of West African descent, when I meet a person of Central African descent, talking about they Kemetic, never been to Kemet, don't got no Kemetic ancestors. Yes, brother, you are afflicted by a condition called
so let
post-colonial
me ask.
slave
no,
syndrome
no, hold on, hold on.
disorder.
Let him go ahead. Let him go ahead. Okay.
Yes, you are
Okay.
afflicted by
Okay.
the
Leave him.
you
Leave
are
him.
you are afflicted by the post-colonial slave syndrome disorder.
Mhm.
The only reason you prioritize Kemet over your own ancestors is because the white man told you that Egypt was great. I'm not saying Egypt wasn't great, but I'm saying your ancestors, your actual ancestors, are actually greater.
Okay. Can I respond?
Yes,
Yeah,
brother.
I want to respond too
Do
after
you
that,
know
please.
anything? Do you know
Peace,
anything
kings,
about me?
peace.
Hold on. We're on the internet right now, so you can say whatever
Yes,
you want to say, right?
yes,
Do you
brother.
know anything about me?
Yes, brother. I literally just told you what I know about you. I know that you
What do you know
practice
about me?
the.
Tell me what you know about me. What do you know
I
about
was,
me?
I was telling you before you cut me off. I know that you honor. I know that you worship the ancestors of a people that you do not descend from.
Okay, my brother, you know what I worship? I worship money and I worship material possessions. That's what I worship because that's what I spend all my time doing, earning a living and making money. That's what I worship.
Mm.
Are
Hey,
you
look,
comedic? You might have forgot.
we
I was
getting
No,
too
no,
telling
no,
you
no,
about
no,
emotional
no,
here,
no.
guys.
the.
You're
No.
Brother,
you're
come on.
confusing yourself.
You don't gotta
You're
jump in
confusing
for him.
yourself. First,
Yeah, you don't
okay,
gotta
first
jump in
off,
for him.
No, I
I
gotta
know
ask
he
you a
getting cooked.
question. I gotta ask you a
Yeah,
question,
but
brother.
Okay,
Michael,
okay.
Wait
Look,
up
look,
now.
calm.
look, look,
Wait,
look,
Let's
wait
look.
have
up,
One
Ramo.
mic,
decorum.
one mic,
Wait up,
one mic,
wait up,
one
Ramo.
mic, one
Wait up,
mic.
Ramo. First off, you
Well,
cannot
brother,
tell me
hold on.
what
I was
you
talking,
cannot tell
brother.
me
Hold
what I
on.
suffer from. You cannot tell me what I suffer from, right? Because
Yes,
what do
brother.
you
Go
suffer
ahead. Make some
from?
more
Why don't
points.
you worry
Some more
about what
points.
you suffer from? You can't tell me what I suffer from, right? You don't know me, and you can't tell me nothing about who I am because I know who I am. Worry about yourself, young man.
Let
Worry
me
about
respond.
yourself.
Watch how brief my response is. Clearly, I hit a nerve. I struck a nerve,
You didn't
and you
you didn't hit
triggered.
any nerve, young man. Young man, you didn't hit any nerve because you know what?
Where's your decorum,
Easy
brother?
band, hold on,
Where's
I'll
your
be done.
decorum?
Easy bands will debate me in
Okay,
a
wait a
full
minute.
debate.
Let me step in real quick. Let me step in.
Yes.
We if we're gonna have this dialogue, we're gonna have the dialogue, right? You've been cutting him off. He's been cutting you off. So when you ask him where's the decorum, you have to ask yourself where's the decorum as well.
Yes.
So are
So
we
can
going
we
to be
agree to have
grown
decorum
people?
moving forward?
Hold on. Are we going to be adults and have the conversation? Now,
Exactly.
I want to ask you a question.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying. You're saying you should practice the spirituality of your direct ancestors, right? That's what you're saying. That's your premise, right?
Definitely.
Okay, I understand that. But what is wrong with learning something else that may resonate with you? Because guess what? You may not know that those people may be in your bloodline, and this is why this thing resonates with you so much.
And sis, let me respond to you. And with all due respect, you cannot save him, so don't try.
No,
To
I'm
answer
not
your
saving him.
question,
This
I
is
never,
well, this is
sis.
my
I'm
show, and I
responding to
want to
you.
ask. I want
I
to
know. I'm
ask a
trying to
question.
respond to you. Can I
Okay,
respond to your question?
okay.
Yes, respectfully. And you'll notice I never said it was anything wrong with learning anything. I never said
Mhm.
that. What I said was verbatim. And you can rewind the tape. What I said was this particular brother is afflicted by the post traumatic slave syndrome disorder because he worships, keyword worships,
Let me
the
respond, sister.
ancestors. Brother, allow me to complete the sentence. It's all right. What I said was verbatim. This brother is afflicted by the post traumatic slave syndrome disorder because he worships the ancestors of a people that he has no evidence that he descends from. I was very articulate when I said it more than once.
Can I respond?
Peace,
Hold on, let me
King.
respond to him real fast.
Hold
Let me
on.
respond,
This
please.
this my last
Let me
word, Raymond.
respond
This my
to
Yes,
last word.
jump in for him because
Joe.
he's cooked. So
Raymond, let
jump
me
in
get it
for him,
out. Let
young
me get
boy.
it out. This is my last word. Then I'm done. I'm gonna mute out. You could deal with him.
Peace,
First
King.
off, Mr. Hoodoo, Louisiana,
Yes.
you do not do formal debates. First off, my name is Kemet Infomonger. My name is my name. I will debate Easy Bands in a formal debate. I will debate Ramo in a formal debate. Sister Light is the infomonger, and Jose Francis are infomongers. Hey, sorry to say, they want the smoke, they can get the smoke. You don't want no smoke. So
I'm
you can
cooking you
talk
right
all the
now,
trash
though.
you want. You can talk all the trash that you want.
I'm cooking
You
you right
don't
now, though,
want no
brother.
smoke. You
I'm
don't
cook-
want no smoke in a formal debate.
bro,
So go on
bro.
we
with your
could
mad
debate right
talk.
now. I'm
No,
Let me
see,
debating
just
you
but
right
this
read
is
now.
the
I'm
this,
thing.
man.
No,
cooking.
This is
you
not a
cannot.
formal
You
debate.
look,
Respect my
listen,
brother.
listen, listen. This is not how we do things over here. You guys are having a back and forth. It's not a debate. It's a dialogue. You
No,
can
I'm cooking them right
actually
now,
step.
though.
You can actually step in the ring with him. Y'all
We in
can
the ring right now.
actually
Y'all trying to save
listen.
him. I'm in the ring with him right now.
I'm not trying to save anything.
Okay,
I'm
so let me
saying,
cook him.
no, relax.
Let
I'm
me cook him
saying
some
to
more.
you,
All
brother,
right.
have some decorum. Then you just
I
tell the
have
brother to
decorum,
have
but you
some
in the way
decorum.
for no reason.
Well, no, I'm not in the way for no
Really,
reason.
let
I'm
let
trying
the
to tell you,
listeners hear this.
brother.
relax,
She's the host, man.
relax.
I
She's the
know, but
host.
the host got to know when to get out the way. That's all
But
I'm
you're
saying.
I'm
talking
not
over
in
her,
the
man.
way.
Let her land, bro.
The
Let
host
her
is
What
in the
I'm
land.
way,
saying,
brother, and you in the way
what I'm
too.
what I'm saying to you is that
The host
this
can
could be
never
over.
be in the way. Hey, I'm about to mute everybody. Look, y'all show Sister Light some respect. This her
Word.
show. Y'all don't have to be up on this stage. She was nice enough to invite y'all up on this stage. You can come right down and not be up here.
Stop booty clapping, brother.
And you can yell and scream all by
Voodoo,
yourself at the screen.
Stop booty
All
clapping.
right,
Let the
he
sister
gone.
speak.
voodoo.
There
This
you
is why
go.
you get kicked off every panel, bro. Like you get kicked off of every panel for this, man. Just chill, bro.
He gone.
Did you kick Steve by accident?
Damn, I was trying to ask him a
No,
question.
Oh, he's back.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, I was trying to ask the brother a question. Who kicked him out? Like
No.
he gone.
who was that?
He gone.
Oh, so
He
Easy
gone.
Bands, you know him. You know who he is.
Yeah, he was on. I think he was on the Rhetoric Frontiers channel just the other day. He got kicked off for doing the same thing, over talking people, and just have some decorum, man. Just chill. It's not that serious, bro. Like there's more things to worry about, like paying your bills, etc. Like we're just having conversations on here, man. Let the host speak, and things go on, bro.
I
But
wanted
yeah,
to
you
ask
got
him
you got
a
props.
question about migrations. You know what I mean? Because DNA also deal with migrations too. You know what I mean? So
Well, I think
I
that
wanted to,
in all fairness, what I was trying to read is that company, that specific company, it says it does specific group matches. It names a specific present day African country or ethnic group, tribe such as Yoruba or in Nigeria, for that single direct line rather than a pie chart of percentages. So that actual company is what does that. So I was trying to get to that so that we could get a clearer understanding. So yeah, it's called African Ancestry. That's a specific company. It's different from 23 and
Sister
Me
Light.
and the other
I
one.
Sister,
came up here. I'm real fast, Steve. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I came up here to say that you're nothing in your DNA says what your ethnicity is of your ancestors. A DNA test is not going to say that my great grandmother was a Jehovah's Witness. It's not going to say that. It's not. It's a DNA test is not going to say my 20 times great grandfather was whatever they practice, so Islam or
But I think
Vodun or with the Orishas. It's not gonna
right,
say
but
nothing in the
it
blood
says
test is gonna say
it
that.
says it says present day African, not ancient, not back then. So I guess it's like what if you if it, I don't know. I'm just reading what it says here. Anybody got can Google it
But
and read what it says. That's all I'm doing. I don't know.
I'll
Sister
say
Light.
in a broad sense, it can kind of like place you right in position. Like for instance, you just mentioned you might look at your ancient DNA and it might point you to West Africa or something like that. And to some extent, on a broad scale, you can kind of like identify parts of your ethnicity that way or where you come from
Okay,
historically.
okay, but it might say, okay. So for example, it might say that I'm Igbo, right? But
Yeah.
I don't speak Igbo. I don't know nothing about the Igbo food.
Yep.
I never been over there. I never been to Nigeria. So
Hmm.
so I guess racially I could be Igbo. I don't. Ethnicity is much more than a DNA test,
Yeah. From a
right?
social cultural aspect, you definitely you wouldn't identify
As
with them.
Igbo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also the Igbo people
No,
who are there right
ethnicity
now,
standpoint.
a lot of them, they don't even practice that, well, at least in their Igbo spirituality. Some of them have converted to Christianity or something else. And that's all that I was trying to tell the brother. But the brother, well, that's what he is. He's a troll, right?
Yeah.
Right. Because it's like, for example, there are a lot of Chinese colonists, immigrants, whatever you want to call them, in Africa right now. Those Chinese people that are being born and raised in those African countries, in those villages, from an ethnic standpoint, they are Chinese African, whatever they are. They're
Whatever,
learning to
right?
speak that. They're learning to speak that language. They're eating the foods. They're listening to the music. They're ingratiated in that culture. So from an ethnic standpoint, they would be ethnically that group of people, even though genetically they would not.
So basically, saying
Hotep
through
family.
basically by adapting that culture, that's what you're saying through adaptation.
That's what
Hotep
ethnicity
family.
is.
Okay.
How y'all
Right
doing
on. Right
today?
on. Right on.
What's good, brother
I
Tehuti?
just
Good
want to
brother.
address something real quick. So to address what just happened, with the burden of proof that every comedic in this sector has to, be burdened with, um, that never, whites and Arabs never get asked to connect their identity or their ethnicity to the Greco-Romans through DNA. Arabs don't get asked that to connect their identity to Assyrians. So it's just, at this point, is playing games and being antagonistic. Also, I want to point out that it wasn't white people that told black people to take Kemet seriously and with value. It was Check and to joke. I just want to quote him real quick. He says the history of Black Africa will remain suspended in the air and cannot be written correctly until African historians dare to connect it with the history of Egypt. And I just want to
Mm.
end with that.
Thank you, Tehuti. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I
Well, yeah.
appreciate that. That was crazy.
That
Um, the young man to me, he wanted to come up here and do what he did, and then yeah, get kicked off so that he does not have to enter the ring with the
yeah.
Kemet info. He didn't want that smoke, like you
Yeah.
said.
I mean, that's the only reason you do something like that. You'd cut the host off from speaking, and then, when people are trying to correct you, you start talking about booty clapping and stuff like that. That's the only kind of sense that I can get out of it, is that he just doesn't want to jump in the ring. Because the brother was asking him, let's do it," and he's like, "Oh, let's debate now," and the brother's saying, "Let's have a formal debate," you know. So he obviously turned it down live, and then ran. So
Steve
y'all
said,
know now, voodoo voodoo.
Steve said, Light is an info warrior. Steve and Jose's an info, but if they want to smoke, they can get it too. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Shots fired.
Word. But
But
yeah,
okay, guys, it's been 1 hour and 45 minutes. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you fellas for supporting me the way you guys do. I'm gonna
You
close
guys
out
got the
now,
title
but
locked in?
yeah.
yeah,
So
we do.
let me just read it to you right quick. So it's, can ancient Kemet religion be fully recreated today? That's the debate topic. But brother Jose, I don't think he's got time.
Okay.
He's talking
I
about
just I just sent it to GMG.
okay, yeah, cool, cool. So I think we're gonna be doing it in September because brother Jose is saying he's like fully booked till then. So we will have time. We have a lot of time to get there.
Okay, so we're gonna go around and close out. Brother Easy Bands, we can start with you.
Okay. Once again, thank you for having me on the platform. I appreciate the work that you're doing. Salute to everybody on the platform, to Hootie, Uncle Jose, Infomonger, Timotheus. Salute to all y'all. Hopefully, everything goes well with y'all. God bless you guys, and catch you guys on the next one, night.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Peace,
Peace.
peace.
And don't forget, I'm gonna have you because I want to do the once a month panel. So you're a part of that. We just missed you last week because you had your debate with
Yeah, yeah.
uh
I
boy
I
from
had
over
my
there.
I had my debate where I decapitated Captain Kataza.
Do you have anything else coming up before you go? Do you have anything else
No.
coming up?
So I do have a debate that I have in mind, but I will update you once it becomes official. It's not official yet, so I don't want to put it out there. But yeah, I have one in mind, and it should happen soon if everything goes well. So I'll be
Okay,
back with an
we'll be
update for you.
waiting.
Word.
Okay, okay. Brother Tahuti, you can go next.
Yeah, BB Toomey. Thanks for having me. I just want to say real quick, I'm gonna have to promote my channel because it deals with these instances. It deals with the running question, the running challenge that people make to people who revive Kushite Kemetic legacy. So you can go to my YouTube channel. It's the same handle as you see right now, Tahuti Afar. It's a short on there with Check and to Joke, answering that question that all the Hebrews and anti-Comitics like to ask. So you can go to that. But other than that, thanks for having me, and I'll close out.
Peace
Okay,
to
thank you
Hootie.
for coming.
Hootie, peace.
Kemet, the Kemet Info Warrior, Brother Steve.
Hey, I mean, it's. I feel so good just supporting my sister. Timothea showed up. The whole crew is here. Brother Easy Bands, is good to see you again.
Good to see you, brother.
Um, yeah, stay in good health. Let's all be healthy and strong. What's
Respects.
going on with me? Well, I have a debate on the 15th. Me and Big Hemi. Is Christianity truly monotheistic? And it's for the title. That's for the social media title. And then in the tandem, the 15th kicks off something, either the debate mania or something. DMG knows what is kicking off, but then on the 29th, we have a tandem debate. We're called the Comedic Express, where we are debating the Gnostic something, and that's darkness and Ramo. And the resolution there is which is Gnosticism versus Kemetism, which is more practical in 2026. So that's what's going on with me. After like the 29th, I'll be looking for smoke again. Right now, I'm kind of like, I'm chilling, but right now, I got to get those slides done. Yeah.
he was ready for the smoke right now. Let's do it. Okay, Uncle Jose, what's going on with you? Jose?
Jose, wake up, man. Wake up. This guy took a nap.
He playing with his dog.
Okay, well maybe he's got us on. Timothy is the diss. Come on, close out and tell us what's going on with you.
Right on, right on. Y'all just look out for on every Tuesday, the Average Black Man Show on Average Black Man Show YouTube channel. We got the third the beat battle coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the winner of this battle is gonna go on for the championship rap battle, spit on the mic battle. It's gonna be the current champion Morphine versus G-Mo, the number one contender at the moment. Y'all, when we get dates, I'll let you know. But it's gonna be a dual stream between Paradigm and the Average Black Man Show.
Okay. And again, I am a part of that as well. And you will see me on Wednesdays over here.
Oh, that yes, hosted by Light. I forgot.
Yes, I'm the host of them. I don't like saying this, but that. that show. But yeah, also, you see me
It's
every
the beat
Wednesday.
off.
And again, Wednesday. Oh my God.
Say it.
Wednesday,
Beat
you
off.
see me. No. No. That enough. I have to
Timothy,
say
Say
it.
what
the
you
beat
saying,
off,
Timothy, is
and I don't have to push that button. You know what I'm saying? If she say it, I don't have to push that button. You know what I'm saying? Say it. It's the beat off beat battle.
Okay, it's the beat off beat battle
See,
coming
when
up
she say it,
very
you
soon.
don't.
he ain't pushed the button.
It's going to be a cross-platform event, Paradigm Shift, the Average Black Man Show. Also, please, this Wednesday, I will have Naga in the building. And it is not what you guys think it is.
You know I got to wave a Naga
It is
flag.
not what you guys
No,
think it is. So,
Is God
yeah.
light? Is light a
So,
God light? Light is electromagnetism. That's not what it is.
and the fullness
no,
thereof.
sir.
And the fullness
No,
thereof.
sir. And also, see, while you're here, I'm trying to put a Info Warrior Takeover show together. So stay tuned for that.
All right. All right.
All right, let's get it.
And
Get
Sister
it
thank
Light
you
in.
Change
doing
guys
my
big
for
emblem.
things.
coming out.
Hey, Sister
Let
Light,
me
don't
What you
forget us when you blow up, eh?
I'm never gonna forget you guys. Are you crazy?
Don't,
That's not gonna happen.
word. Don't get all
It's not
bougie
gonna
on us.
happen. Mm-mm.
I had to change my
Mm-mm.
emblem to show me wielding the light.
Oh
I
my
see
God.
you.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming out, and I will see you. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow is the Fallout show. We'll find out who won between Gideon and Lucifer.
Lucifer.
So yeah, I'll
Mm.
probably see you guys tomorrow. And thank you for coming out again. Thanks everybody in the chat. Everybody have a wonderful night, and I will see you next time.
Peace.
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 I told you I wasn't stepping to you. I ain't disrespecting you, son. You wanted to be one way. What? You wanted to be one way. What is the other way?
Yeah. Funny how everybody loved the debate. Till the judges say they lost. Funny how everybody claim they want smoke till the scorecards come across.
My name is my name.
Everybody gangster when the verdict go their way. Taking victory laps, posting on social media all day. But let them catch an L, now the judges all corrupt. Now the rules wasn't fair, now the platform messed up. When you won, it was justice. When you lost, it was rigged. When the spotlight was on you, man, you danced a little jig.
Funny how the narrative changes overnight. You a scholar on Monday, by Tuesday ready to fight.
Y'all don't want accountability, you want applause. Want championship treatment without championship flaws. See, debate ain't about feelings, it's about evidence, argument, and skill. Sometimes you climb the mountain,
sometimes you fall down the hill. You want it to be one way,
but it's the other way.
but it's the other way.
When you win, it's all love.
When you lose, it's another day. You want it to be one way,
But it's the other way.
the same judges you praised last month ain't fair today. You want it to be one way,
But it's the other way.
the facts don't bend for feelings, no matter what you say. My name,
Yeah,
my name.
the hate got me laughing. It really tell the story. If the platform wasn't working, why they obsessed with my glory? Every week somebody got an opinion to proclaim, but they still tune in faithfully. That's free promotion of the name. Paradigm shift, TV 314 still standing, while critics in the comments keep demanding and demanding. See the infamous perspective, giving viewpoints room to breathe. The black church files digging deeper than was seen. The Kemet takeover, bringing culture to the floor. The GT perspective, asking questions they ignore. Here you get many choices. Ladies' night, giving divas voices. Different minds, different paths, different truth. Reaching the elders and the youth. But it's the other way.
You said the platform needed you, but somehow you still stayed.
Yeah,
You wanted to be one way,
but it's the other way.
the show keeps moving forward even after people stray. You wanted to be one way,
But it's the other way.
the audience decides, not the stories that you made. My name is my
I seen debaters come and go. Some legends, some pretenders. Some became champions, some became contenders. Some accepted losses and came back even stronger. Others spent 6 months complaining and being bitter even longer. Everybody wanna run a platform. Everybody got advice, but very few know the sacrifice, are willing to pay the price. Fight facts, challenge views, give the people real discussion. Not excuses when you lose. So whether they applaud or whether they complain, one thing remains forever.
My name is my name.
But it's the other way.